Well, hello, what's up, how is everybody doing? Hope you're all having a wonderful day, hope you're doing great, hope you're healthy, and you're happy and enjoying your beautiful day. Today, I'm gonna teach you how to create your armor, which is very important, and it's gonna help you in the future so you don't make mistakes, because you can make mistakes here, and then, it's kinda hard to restart over. Early into the game, you get a bunch of stuff, so it's gonna be a little bit easier for you this season, and there is many new players, and this is why I'm doing it. Now, what you need to get is this rare armor schematic and rare weapon schematic. This is for the weapon, this is for the armor. The armor one is a bit harder to get in general, because maybe you don't play all the weapons and stuff, but you understand the point. Now, how do you get all this stuff is by playing the game. Doing daily quests, weekly quests, battle pass, I would recommend it to buy it. It's 10 euro per 3 months. It's very good. Gives a bunch of rewards. You can get rare armor schematics from here. You can get rare armor schematics from here. If you need it, just by playing the game, you unlock these blades and you buy rare armor schematics as many as you can. I'm gonna buy 6 of this, and so on and so forth. Once you get a bunch of this stuff, you're good to go. Now, this is the supply token. This one right here, you get it weekly and daily. Daily already finished, weekly. You do weekly quests, bandit raids, PvE, PvP, whatever the hell you do. I mostly just do PvP, and I succeed to just unlock it step by step. You have one time week. Then you get this supply token right here. You right click on it, and you get a bunch of rewards. You do want most of these rewards. Right now, whoever creates the accounts at the moment, they get a bunch of these supply tokens. I don't know, like 400, 500 for new players. I believe so. So you can get a lot of stuff, right? What you want to get the most is this one right here. At least early into the game. And this one, because this is the resources which you need to create your pieces of armor. So you can get a bunch of rare armor schematics early into the game these days. Just go for it. Now, when you press tab, you go to the Fame Envoy. You click on the Fame Envoy and it sends you to this lady right here. If you make donations, you unlock rewards, you might get more supply tokens, and you should do 3-4 donations per week. When you go to the Fame store, the more fame you have, the more rewards you unlock. What you wanna get, especially in blue era and purple era, is these pieces of armor right here. Light armor, medium armor, heavy armor. I don't know what weapon you're playing, it's up to you, it's your choice. You can buy all 3 of them because it's with bronze coins. And you shouldn't have problems with bronze coins. And your armor should look something like this. Leadership 8, defense stats, a little bit of stats below, because the armor that you create cannot be used. You cannot use the stats until golden era. So we're still in purple era for another week, which means the armor that you create don't need to use it at the moment. But you can use this armor for the Fame Envoy, which gives you already a little bit of stats and some nice leadership. So use that. Me, I'm using glaive at the moment. So I'm using heavy armor. Now, once you got all the resources, once you get all these beautiful rare armor schematics, you press tab and you're gonna search for that Smith guy. You're gonna press on Smith, your character is gonna go alone if you don't know the map. So don't worry about it, just press tab, look for Smith, click on Smith, and it's gonna go on its own. Now we're gonna build our armor, and I'm gonna show you and I'm gonna tell you what things you need to have. The most important thing in your armor early into the game, it's leadership. You don't really care much about stats early. Later into the game, that's gonna change. But for the moment, focus on leadership. You go to this guy, create weapons and armor. And this is what you wanna create. This, it's light armor. This is medium. This is heavy armor. You need to create 4 pieces. And this is the weapon, right? Let's just say, hypothetically, you're playing heavy armor. I'm just saying, maybe if you play Nodachi, you go medium armor. If you play musket or stuff like that. If you play assassin, dual blades, you go light armor. But the point is, you have to focus on a specific weapon of the same type of armor. So if, for example, you want to play Nodachi and musket and pike, then you go for medium armor. If you want to play heavy armor, you go for short sword, long sword, glaive, this number of weapons. But just be careful what you choose here, okay? Let's say you play heavy armor. This is the resources, I have plenty. This is the rare armor schematics. Start crafting. What you want to get here, I'm doing this just for you. I'm wasting my scrolls just for you. This is a big one. and I already got 23 leadership, which is extremely lucky. What you want to get here, it's the leadership. Do you see the leadership on the right one that I just created? The yellow one? It gives me leadership 23, but it cannot be used until tier 5 era. Practically it means when you create these pieces of armor, you need as much leadership as you can get. If you don't have many pieces of rare armor, schematics and things like that, don't waste it all in one piece. But the point is, I got lucky here and I got 23 leadership in one go. This is huge. So you can see down below at the red thingy, it says all is chaos and 10 days you can use your bonus things. That's why I'm using the one from the Fame store, the armor from the Fame store, because it's better at the moment until the yellow era. So this is how you do it. Now you created your boots. Now you go to the gloves, you go to the heavy armor and you create the heavy armor. You create the gloves. You need your set prepared for tier 5 era. That's how you do it. Here we have no leadership. See, it says 0 and 8 below because my purple one has leadership. Then you have to redo it over and over again until you get more leadership. If you don't have many pieces, as I said, resources, then don't waste everything on. I have 11 leadership, not so bad. We're gonna keep it that way. If you're a new player, if you get 10 leadership, 9 leadership, it's pretty fine for the moment. Okay, once you get more stuff like this to use, you're good to go. Start crafting again. We're gonna create the body armor. I got no leadership, I have to redo it again. So this is the point. I hope you understand it. Don't waste your resources usefully, useless. Use it usefully, you know, and keep creating until you get your leadership. Your leadership. You don't care much about stats. You care about the leadership, because leadership allows you to get more units to the battle. So that's how you create your pieces of kit. Now I'm gonna stop here because it's kind of pointless. You create all 4 pieces, you get 10, 15 leadership for it, whatever. Then you have this one right here, for example, right? And you created a masterpiece like mine, leadership 23, really beautiful. At one point, your armor is gonna drop on endurance. See, my armor endurance is 266, 272. At one point, it's gonna drop below. And this one right here is gonna be yellow or red. You click on this and you repair it. I'm not gonna repair it right now. Never repair it too early. Wait for the endurance to go very, very low, and then you repair it. At one point, you cannot repair the armor anymore. And let's just say, this armor right here has no endurance anymore because I used it. You go to the armorer, you go to the artificial forge, and you put this beautiful piece in there, right? This you can block one stat. For example, I have 23 leadership and I have to reforge my armor because it has no endurance and I cannot repair it anymore. At one point, it cannot be repaired. So I'm gonna click on leadership here, boom, and I'm locking the leadership because 23 is a lot. 23 is really a lot. So I kind of, because I'm locking this out because I wanna get better stats. If your leadership is low, you don't lock it, you just reforge it and pray to God that you get the best stats. So now what do we get here? We get better stats here, but no leadership. See? So I have bad stats here, but good leadership. Here I have extremely good stats and no leadership. So if I was locking the leadership here, I will get all these beautiful stats right here. But this was just an example. I'm just doing it for you. So I'm gonna choose this, I'm gonna repair it. Then eventually you need to repair another piece. You click on leadership lock because it's 23. 25 is max, by the way. 25 is max. You reforge it, you pray for better stats in the future, and there you go. See, you got better stats and you got your leadership because you locked it in. You can choose this one if you want, but I'm not gonna do it because I like the yellow one. Deal with it. That's how you do it. That's how you create your armor, and that's how you keep your armor up. Just remember, you need mostly leadership for it. You don't really need best stats. The stats gonna be in the future. For the moment, create your piece of armor, create it nicely, and get as much leadership as you can because yellow era is gonna be in 10 days. And I already have my sets, see? I already have my sets prepared. Once yellow era is gonna arrive, I'm gonna use those. I'm gonna play Most likely I'm gonna play dual blades like always, so yeah, just go for it. Anyway, with that being said, I hope it's very helpful. I hope I was explicit enough. I'm sorry if I'm not, but just play the game, have fun, focus very well on the armor you wanna get, because you don't have much materials here into the game. You get more these days, but still, some people struggle, okay? And careful with repairing your armor or weapon. Be very careful. Anyway, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope I helped. I'm doing this for you, because there's a lot of new players these days. And yeah, see you in the next one. Take care.